Who hasn't ever dreamt of being Sherlock Holmes solving mysteries? Well, a small app called Simulacra allows us to do exactly that. The controversial topic of whether video games are an art form is still ongoing, so let's take a closer look at Simulacra and its meaning. First, what exactly does Simulacra mean? Oxford Languages states that it is an image or representation of someone or something. And in what way does this meaning reflect the game? Well, before we get started, this video essay does contain spoilers about the storyline and some of its suspense, so if you want to get some suspense, then watch the video after you finish the game. So let's get started. Chapter 1. What is this game mainly about? The player stumbles upon a forgotten smartphone that got sent to her house from an unknown person. Little did it know, this phone holds Anna's digital life. A young woman kidnapped from the unknown. As the player unlocks the phone, it gets startled by a video message of Anna, where she is panicking. Then it is sucked into a maze of texts, emails, and social media posts, each offering a peek into Anna's rollercoaster life and her relationships and friendships. Greg, Anna's ex, is a tough nut to crack, guarding his past fiercely. Talking to him might reveal some juicy details about Anna, but the player has to watch his step. Gaining Greg's trust is no easy feat. Ashley, Anna's rock-solid friend, cannot believe about the disappearance of Anna, doubting the player every step. The player must also try to gain her trust. Then there's Taylor.
I got my eyes on you. You're everything that I see. I want your heart, love, and emotion endlessly. I can't get over you. You left your mark on me. I want your heart, love, and emotion endlessly.
Anna's date, who she met on Spark. He is mysterious and lurking, adding a layer of uncertainty to the player's investigation. Is he a friend or a foe? His dark pasts are being kept from the player. Fueled by duty and curiosity, the player must uncover the truth about Anna's disappearance. The player then suddenly is a victim of a complete restart. With the time ticking, the player tries to fulfill all obligations to prevent the restart, however, it fails. Especially after the restart, the phone starts to become more and more wary. Do you notice a change in the background? Well, the Simulacra starts to take more and more control over the phone, increasing the cryptic messages that have to be restored. The phone starts to glitch more, moving back and forth between Anna's phone and the restarted phone, with weird and tangled messages from James Ulner, some threatening, some purely confusing. Every choice the player makes shapes the story, raising the stakes and keeping the tensions high. Time's ticking and the truth is slipping away. In the end, as the echoes of disappearance fade away, the player faces the chilling truth of Anna's fate. But how does the game now end? Chapter 2. The 3 endings of Simulacra. The last scene of Simulacra is where Anna and Taylor are both on the bridge, about to jump off and fall on a highway. Depending on what choices we have picked, there are 3 different endings. The first ending is that the player abandons all hope. What happens is that the player fails to gain Taylor's loyalty, and it is powerless to save both Anna nor Taylor. It's a bleak ending, leaving the player feeling helpless. Another ending would be that, depending on the player's actions, it can save either Anna or Taylor, but not both. But it takes some serious maneuvering and gaining Taylor's trust to pull it off. And in the last ending is to save both Anna and Taylor. This ending offers a glimmer of hope. It's tricky to achieve, involving gaining Taylor's loyalty, convincing Ashley of the player's love, and some clever manipulation of events. Dare to uncover the truth? But remember, in Simulacra, nothing is as it seems, and reality is a fragile thing. But the reality in Simulacra is all online, so what is the reality? Let's continue with Chapter 3, Simulacra, an online danger? The main villain of the game is supposed to be Simulacra.
Impressive.
A digital beast who hunts influencers. They believe that influencers are worms in the online world. Thus, their goal is to destroy them, such as the protagonist. Now, does this represent our societal danger? With more and more children wishing to be a TikToker or YouTuber when they grow up, and more parents posting their children online, we are bound to, if not already, live in a society where we have two faces, an online and offline one, which may not necessarily match up. But what do the two realities have to do with the simulacrum? In 1981, Bolgerov stated in his publication, Simulacra and Simulations, "It is the reflection of a profound reality. It masks and denatures a profound reality. It masks the absence of a profound reality. It has no relation to any reality whatsoever. It is its own pure simulacrum." So the simulacrum is its own reality. Considering Anna's portrait on the knockoff Twitter jabber, her online persona vastly different from her real-life struggles, like being rejected from a dream university.
I regret to inform you that you have not been shortlisted.
Her online world is a simulacrum, a fabricated reality. A further point is the primary app used in the game, Spark, a knockoff of Tinder. On Spark, the player is able to change Anna's profile without any verification procedures. One cannot even be sure whether the profile represents an actual person. Hence, Taylor, the date who does not tell the player that he is a sex offender, is another victim of the simulacrum.
Help me! Help me!
So in this game, the simulacrum is not a real scary monster, but rather a sign of what fake online identities can lead to. Death.
Why am I being punished? I did the right thing. I did everything right.
But this game also shows our necessity to be fake to survive. Chapter 4. The hypocrisy in this game. Players must navigate the digital realm, assuming Anna's identity to gather information from her friend Ashley. What the game truly highlights is the prevalence of fake profiles and personas online. But players must also deceive Ashley. People fabricate their online personas to get attention or mask their true selves. From fake profiles to hidden agendas, the digital world is rife with deception. And although this seems very negative, the game shows us that faking a character also leads to survival. The only way to help both Anna and Taylor at the end, the player must have acted like Anna in front of Ashley throughout the game. Furthermore, the portrayed relationships were all slightly fake but vital to help Anna. Ashley having secret feelings for Anna, but acting as if they were only friends. Anna hiding the fact that she has a boyfriend, Greg, while building a relationship with Taylor, as well as Taylor hiding the fact that he is a sex offender. Greg not fully explaining the relationship between him and Anna to the player. All interactions had their fair share of secrets, and every character tried to fabricate a persona not based on the reality. Therefore, in one way or another, everyone is a simulacrum, or part of a simulacra, but that is also important to be liked and live. So if our online portrait is not a representation of ourselves, and our relationships with other people neither, what about our phone? Chapter 5. Does our phone know us more than we do? One of the puzzles of the game was to enter Anna's account through 3 questions: her cat's name, her mom's maiden name, and her favorite movie. The players are then able to easily access this information solely through her phone, proving that in our digital world, everything has become easily accessible, thus easier to hack into accounts. Our personal questions are not as personal anymore, and we feel like our phones know us better than we do. Furthermore, the correlation of the name of the app Simulacra and Anna's phone being the whole app shows us how much our individual image has become our phones. Think about it. Our phones capture everything, from the sightseeings on the Great Wall last week to our deepest thoughts saved in our notes. Because of a phone's convenience, we have become more and more obsessed with this all-in-one tool that this tool knows us more than every other person ever could. As we immerse ourselves in the digital age, let Simulacra serve as a reminder to treat cautiously. Behind every scene lies a complex web of identities and intentions. So if the phone reveals the owner, what can be said about the player who just got the phone? Chapter 6. The effect this game has on the players. The player is a crucial role in this game. They are the featureless protagonists who are relied on from various characters in the game.
Hello? Who the hell is this?
Without them, Anna cannot be found, and her friends can't find Anna either. And although the player is the main driver of the game, the player's freedom in responses for chats and calls are rather limited. However, the personality of the player does get shown, considering the pre-picked dialogues does have some sassy or confrontational responses that generally don't influence much of the game, except for the dialogues with Ashley. Furthermore, Greg and Taylor don't raise any suspicion towards the player as the potential kidnapper of Anna, nor do they ask any personal questions. Only at the reset does the game ask questions to the player. From their name, and no, the name of the characters already in the game, such as Greg or Taylor or Ashley, do not get accepted, nor can the player enter cuss words or anything but the alphabet. To where they live, and also compliments of the smell of their hair, added with some background music of someone sniffing something. Therefore, with added background music, the feeling of the players also get manipulated. After the reset, when Taylor suggests the player to set up a Spark account, the game asks the player more personal questions, specifically their type and their gender, which shortly influence the storyline, but in the long run does not have any impact on the game. But what can generally be said about the player is the necessity of being able to solve puzzles. There we have it. One of the deepest game that App Store has ever had that criticizes not only our online persona, but also our relationships and our addiction to our phones. The rather vague title Simulacra opening several thought processes in the meaning of the game. Not only will this game keep you in suspense, excited and curious towards the next step, but it also helps us become more aware of the danger that lie beneath our most beloved and at the same time hated digital world. To any people who do not consider video games as an art form, they definitely have not played Simulacra yet. As this game reveals the truth of our deceptive reality, our masks that help us online to seem more inspirational, but also offline to build more relationships. We hope you enjoyed our pretty long video, and hopefully you understood the thought process. Until next time, keep gaming, keep exploring, and never stop searching for the truth.